The Undertaker, one of the greatest superstars of all time. In my opinion, the greatest. There are rumors flying around that he could have one more match. What is going on, Brotherhood? Welcome to a brand new video. Today we're going to be going over 10 matches I'd like to see The Undertaker have at Wrestlemania 34. I'll be at Wrestlemania 34, if you guys didn't know, so I hope one of these matches do end up happening. But of course, I could see that not happening. Undertaker may well have just retired last year. But keep in mind, these are matches that I want to see, not necessarily ones that I think will happen. Let's not waste any time and get right into the list. First off, I do have one honorable mention, and that is a team up with Kane. The Brothers of Destruction, one of the greatest tag teams of all time. This could very well be Kane's last WrestleMania, so I could very much see this happening. It would be great to have them team up one more time. But I really do feel like this is more of a Royal Rumble moment than a WrestleMania matchup. So that's why it's so low on the list, and just because there's so many other great options. But Kane would be pretty cool. I really don't want to see it that badly, though, so that's why it is the honorable mention. But let's go ahead and get into the actual top 10. Coming in at number 10, I've got a triple threat match with The Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, and Roman Reigns for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship. As you probably all know, it's almost locked in already that Brock Lesnar will go one-on-one with Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship. It's going to be Roman's big crowning moment. But what if Undertaker was added in there? The two guys who have beaten him at WrestleMania. What if Undertaker gets to win this match, put those two guys down in his final match? I think The Undertaker deserves to go out with a win. And what better way than to take down the two guys that have beaten him at WrestleMania? I really don't see this happening, and I don't want to see it that badly just because he's already faced both of these men. And there are many other people who I'd like to see him face for the first time. Way more than a triple threat, but I think this would be a little bit better than just straight up Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. More than likely, Roman Reigns would win this matchup, even if I really wanted The Undertaker to win anyways. But nonetheless, I think this match is slightly possible, and I wouldn't mind seeing it happen, but once again, not nearly as much as the others on this list. So let's go ahead and get on to number 9. Coming in at number 9, I have The Undertaker versus Sami Zayn. This one, I bet a lot of you guys wouldn't really think that would appear on this list, but I think these two would have an amazing matchup. Sami's been a heel for a little bit now. It's been alright, but he really could use one really big match. And what other bigger match can you have than against The Undertaker at WrestleMania? And I think these two, their styles would go together so well. The counters would be insane between these two. Sami's definitely one of the best wrestlers in the world at the moment. Undertaker, definitely one of the best wrestlers of all time. You guys may not want to see this one that badly, but I definitely do. You know what? I might even have to do this on the pick fed at some point because I think this would just be so cool. And I really don't think it's going to happen, but I think it would be absolutely awesome to see Sami Zayn go one-on-one with The Undertaker in a WWE ring. So that's number 9. Let's go ahead and get on to number 8. Next up on the list, we have got Seth Rollins. Roman Reigns has already lost to The Undertaker at WrestleMania. I don't want to see Ambrose that bad, but I think Rollins and Undertaker, their styles would mesh very well. Kind of very similar reasons to Seth Rollins. I just really want to see this matchup. The counters would be insane, and Rollins does need a big WrestleMania match this year. I mean, last year he had that match with Triple H. It was originally, from what I hear, going to be Seth Rollins versus a heel Dean Ambrose. Obviously, that cannot happen anymore because he is injured now, sadly. Ambrose is out for the foreseeable future. So I think Undertaker and Seth Rollins would be amazing. The styles, it'd be amazing. If this doesn't happen, I'd love to see these two have a run-in at the Royal Rumble or maybe even like a matchup on a Raw leading up to it, which probably won't happen, I'm guessing. But anyways, that's number 8, Seth Rollins. Kind of a bit of a dark horse, just like Sami Zayn. So let's get on to the next one. Up next on the list, we've got Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens, this will be his 3rd WrestleMania. He's one of the best independent wrestlers of all time, compared to Undertaker probably being the best wrestler of all time. This matchup would just be insane. In my opinion, when The Undertaker lost the streak, it should have been to a heel, someone we would really, really hate. Lesnar was kind of just, oh, all right, he's going to be gone for a few months. And then Roman, it was just like, he's a face and we hate him anyways. Boo even louder. But Kevin Owens is a guy that he's a heel, but we sort of like him. They want him to be a heel. Why don't they have him beat someone like The Undertaker? That would have been the perfect way to end the streak. Kevin Owens could have benefited so much from it, even though I know he wasn't even in WWE at the time. That would have just been insane. I think these two, again, the styles of both of these wrestlers would clash so well. The very detestable heel Kevin Owens could do all sorts of disrespectful stuff to The Undertaker. I think this match would have a lot of similarity to the matchup with CM Punk or well, the rivalry in general. I know Owens and Punk kind of wrestle a little bit differently, but I definitely would like to see this match happen at some point. I honestly think we're never going to see this matchup, but it would be really damn cool. But I guess I'm just going to have to keep this for WWE 2K18. Coming in at number 6, I've got the monster among men, Braun Strowman. This would be the perfect passing of the torch from the one big man to the next. If I would have said this like a year or two ago, whenever this was actually supposed to happen, I probably would have been shot and beat very badly. But this match now, I would definitely see happening. Honestly, it probably could happen. This is a very likely match out of all the ones on this list. Undertaker versus Braun Strowman. It would just be great. I'm at a loss for words. WWE has made Braun Strowman. He was never a big star on the indies. Just like The Undertaker, WWE basically made him. So I feel like this could be a really good passing of the torch. Like I said, from one big guy to the next. This could make Braun Strowman's career, this matchup. And I would really, really love to see it. We sort of got glimpses of it way back earlier last year, whenever they kind of teased it, but then they went up with Undertaker versus Roman Reigns, and everybody absolutely hated it. We also saw a bit of this with the Wyatt family feud that happened a while ago, but Braun Strowman was really bad back then. But now I think this matchup would be very good. Braun Strowman certainly deserves a big match this year at WrestleMania, so that's why this made my list. Next up on the list, I have got Samoa Joe. One of my favorite wrestlers right now. This guy has impressed me so much, especially that feud with Brock Lesnar. That was amazing, and I just think Samoa Joe versus The Undertaker would be insane. Joe can definitely stand up to him physically for striking and all of that, and I think it would be really cool to have a chokeslam reversed into like the Coquina Clutch. That would be insane, honestly. And then just kind of the same reasons as Kevin Owens. Samoa Joe could benefit from this so much if he was to defeat The Undertaker, become the new top heel for WWE. That would be amazing. Joe definitely would deserve it, and I just love to see these two powerful strikers go one-on-one at WrestleMania. Now let's get into the top 4. Coming in at number 4, I have The Undertaker versus the Demon King, Finn Balor. This matchup would be insane. A passing of the torch from one demon on to the next. Balor sort of has lost a lot of momentum for the last year or so. Ever since the last WrestleMania, they've kind of cooled him down a lot. But recently, they've paired it up with Gallows and Anderson, so that's kind of giving him a bit of momentum back. We haven't seen the Demon since, I believe, SummerSlam, or maybe it was TLC, that match with AJ Styles, whenever that was, I think was the last time. But this match would be really, really interesting, especially if Finn is a heel with Gallows and Anderson. That could also play into it a lot. Imagine if Finn Balor cheated to win with Gallows and Anderson. He'd be the absolute most hated man in wrestling. Otherwise, it would just be a great passing of the torch from an old demon to a young. This matchup should definitely happen. If not, this needs to be our run-in at the Royal Rumble. We have got to see this. I really hope Undertaker's in the Royal Rumble if I haven't mentioned that already. But that's number 4. Just barely missed the top 3. Let's get into the actual top 3. Coming in at number 3, and probably the least likely to happen on this list, The Undertaker versus Sting. This matchup should have happened at WrestleMania 31, in my opinion. The hype was all there. Everyone wanted to see this, but they decided to go with Sting versus Triple H to bury WCW one last time. But could you imagine the icon of WWE versus the icon of WCW? The Scorpion Death Drop versus the Tombstone Piledriver. This would be insane, especially a no-holds-barred match where you get some cool spots in, you know, with Sting's bat and stuff like that. Could you imagine? Oh my God, I'm at a loss for words. This match absolutely should have happened by now, but with Sting's injuries, it's very unlikely. It's even unlikely that The Undertaker will even wrestle at WrestleMania. Definitely way more likely that, or way more unlikely, sorry, that Sting will not wrestle this year, so I really don't see this happening. Should have happened a couple years ago, like I did mention, but Undertaker versus Sting at WrestleMania this year in The Undertaker's last match would be insane. Now let's get on to number 2. Coming in at number 2, the one that everybody is saying is going to happen, The Undertaker versus John Cena. I really, really think this is going to happen, and I really, really hope it's going to happen. That would be insane to be there live for that. Oh my God, The Undertaker, John Cena, 2 of the greatest of all time, if not the 2 greatest of all time. It might be a bit controversial to say that, but oh my God, could you imagine this matchup? Undertaker, John Cena. I cannot say that enough times. WWE, book it now. They were supposed to do it last year. They were supposed to do it the year before. Even 31, they could have done it. Oh my God, just book this match, WWE. What are you thinking? John Cena, Undertaker. John Cena, Undertaker. John Cena versus The Undertaker. WrestleMania, New Orleans. Taker's last match. In my opinion, Cena probably should have been the one to beat the streak, to be honest. Not even a heel. They should have pulled the John Cena heel turn at WrestleMania 30 and had him beat The Undertaker not clean. That would have been insane. But we've got to do this match before The Undertaker retires, and this might just be his last year. So this one is probably most likely going to happen. This one I really do want to see happen. But there's one more that personally I really want to see happen, and I bet you guys can guess who it is. Yeah, you probably guessed it. My favorite wrestler, the WWE Champion, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. What if The Undertaker won the Royal Rumble and challenged AJ Styles at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship? The Phenom versus the Phenomenal One. The best in the world versus the greatest of all time. Oh my God, this match would be insane. WrestleMania would sell out probably instantly. I would freak out if this match happened. Oh my God. It's probably not going to happen, to be honest. I think they're probably going to do the John Cena match, but I'm just hopefully praying that this match does happen. If not at some point, which is pretty unlikely because this is probably going to be Undertaker's last match. But personally, I really want to see The Undertaker versus AJ Styles. But yet again, that's probably going to have to stay to the video games and my dreams, maybe my pick fed. But oh my God, that match would be insane. I cannot say that enough times. But that is the 10 superstars that I would like to see face The Undertaker at WrestleMania this year. Let me know down in the description below, or down in the comment section, sorry, who you'd like to see The Undertaker face at WrestleMania this year. Go to the description below, though, and check out Twitter, Instagram, Facebook if you want to follow me there for updates and that sort of stuff. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, like this video if you did enjoy, and I will see you guys in the next one.